Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're tracking one of the most elusive, adaptable, and frankly, beautiful predators on the planet. We're going to unpack the biology and the hidden secrets of a big cat that has basically mastered the art of stealth. Let's dive right into this.
But first, I've got a quick riddle for you. What has spots, climbs trees with unbelievable power, and almost exclusively hunts in the dark? If you guess the leopard, well, you hit the nail right on the head. Here is a quick look at what we're covering today. First, we'll officially meet the leopard. Then, we'll look at where they live, dig into their carnivore diet, explore their solitary and nocturnal habits, and wrap it all up with some truly amazing facts.
All right, Section 1, Meet the Leopard. What exactly is the spotted cat?
So, known scientifically as Panthera pardus, the leopard is actually one of the 5 living cat species in the Panthera genus. That puts it right alongside lions, tigers, jaguars, and snow leopards. It's this sleek, highly capable predator that has evolved over literally millions of years to become an absolute master of moving unseen. To put their size into perspective, a male leopard actually weighs roughly the same as a large domestic dog. We're talking somewhere between 31 and 72 kilograms. But man, the build is completely different. They are exceptionally dense, heavily muscled machines. Plus, they're equipped with this long, powerful tail that can reach up to 102 centimeters. It acts like a crucial counterbalance, which is the real secret behind their incredible agility.
Moving on to Section 2, Where Leopards Live. Let's talk about habitats across the world. You know, when we talk about a predator's habitat, we usually picture these highly specific, restricted biomes, right? Most large carnivores are pretty much tethered to a single type of landscape, but the leopard? The leopard completely breaks all the rules. Their environmental adaptability is honestly unmatched in the feline world. Because they're so adaptable, they actually boast the largest distribution of all wildcats. They span across 62 different countries throughout Africa and Asia. And we aren't just talking about your typical African savanna here. You can find them thriving in the dense, dark tropical rainforest of Java, the freezing temperate coniferous forests of the Russian Far East, and even the super harsh arid mountains of the Arabian Peninsula. Basically, if there's vegetative cover and a steady supply of prey, a leopard can probably make it home. Which perfectly sets up Section 3, the carnivore diet. What do leopards actually eat? Well, they are obligate carnivores, meaning their survival hinges entirely on eating meat. To get that meat, they execute these incredibly complex, sensory-driven hunts. They rely heavily on super acute hearing and pristine night vision to track down their next meal across all those vastly different terrains we just talked about. And their incredibly varied diet? That's the exact secret to their massive geographical distribution. They're highly opportunistic, so their menu is huge. Generally, they prefer medium-sized prey weighing between 10 and 40 kilograms. Think impalas and bushbucks. But if those aren't around, no problem. They'll happily shift gears to monkeys, primates, or even small rodents and birds. In fact, researchers have recorded leopards successfully hunting over 100 different prey species. That's just wild.
The execution of the hunt itself is a total masterclass in suspense. Here's how it goes down. Step 1. They stalk. Using the environment to hide, they shrink the distance to within a mere 5 meters of their target without making a single sound. Step 2. A sudden, explosive pounce. Step 3. A swift bite to the back of the neck for small prey or a suffocating grip on the throat for larger animals. It is a highly efficient, totally calculated process.
Let's move into Section 4, Solitary and Nocturnal Habits. A look at a leopard's daily life.
So unlike the complex pride structures you see with lions, adult leopards are strictly solitary and fiercely territorial. They maintain their own exclusive home ranges. Really, the only times you'll see them interacting is during mating season or when a mother is raising her cubs. And even those cubs eventually head out to carve out a solitary life of their own by about 18 to 24 months of age.
They're also highly nocturnal. From dusk until dawn, they are on the move under the cover of darkness. Sometimes they'll walk up to 25 kilometers across their territory in a single night. During the daylight hours, they prefer to lay low, resting unseen in thickets, among rocks, or draped super comfortably over elevated tree branches.
And finally, Section 5, Amazing Leopard Facts. Time for the wow factor.
Okay, we have to talk about those iconic spots. They're called rosettes because they visually look like little roses, and they function as the ultimate camouflage. They perfectly break up the animal's outline in dappled light and patchy forest shadows, turning them into the ultimate ambush predators. And get this, much like a human fingerprint, this rosette pattern is entirely unique to each individual leopard. Literally no two are exactly the same.
When they finally trigger that perfect ambush, they can reach a top running speed of 58 kilometers per hour. And if that forward momentum wasn't athletic enough for you, they possess the explosive power to leap over 6 meters horizontally in a single bound and jump up to 3 meters straight up into the air. No way, right?
Now that incredible jumping ability is a crucial survival mechanism. Because leopards share their habitat with bigger apex predators like lions and hyenas who love to scavenge, they have to aggressively protect their meals. Using exceptionally powerful jaw muscles to grip heavy prey, they will literally climb vertically up a tree to hide the food on a high branch. Researchers have even recorded a leopard hauling a young giraffe weighing nearly 125 kilograms almost 6 meters up into a tree. It's just a staggering display of pure, raw strength.
So, just to pull this all together for you, leopards are these highly adaptable, solitary, and nocturnal carnivores that manage to successfully roam across incredibly diverse ecosystems in Africa and Asia. They're unimaginably powerful climbers, perfectly camouflaged by their unique rosette spots, and capable of taking down prey much, much larger than themselves.
Now, before we wrap up, just a quick reminder that this explainer was put together with a little help from AI. So I always encourage you to keep exploring, keep learning, and keep checking your facts. But I want to leave you with this final thought. Considering how completely isolated and fragmented some of their populations have become across those 62 countries, how can we ensure these incredible masters of stealth don't just disappear into the shadows forever? Something to think about. Thanks for exploring this with me today, and I'll catch you next time on The Explainer.